To sort your dataset, you first need to make sure that your cell cursor is located inside your dataset. Right now, my cell cursor is in cell A1, so I'm good to go. The shortcut to then sort your data is Alt, H for home, S for sort and filter, and then U for custom sort. Now Excel is going to pop up this sort dialog box. You'll notice that because my cell cursor was already in my dataset, Excel is smart and it automatically selects the entire dataset. In this case, I have column headers in row 1 and Excel recognizes that my data has headers, which is why this box is checked in the top right that says my data has headers. What that means is that now I can go to this column field, and when I go down to sort by, instead of just having column A, column B, column C, the names of my column headers automatically populate. So now I can choose to sort my data by something like close date, and I can go over here and select, do I want the order to be from oldest to newest or newest to oldest, and I'm going to leave it at oldest to newest. And additionally have this sort on field where you can sort by cell color, font color, or a conditional formatting icon. I usually leave this on cell values. I haven't personally run into a situation where I've needed to change that, but it is available to you if you want. And now you'll see that my data is sorted in chronological order by the close date. Now, this is useful and it can definitely help me get a better idea of what's going on in my dataset, but sorting gets even more powerful when you create multiple levels. So I can go back to the sort box by hitting Alt, H, S, U. And I can hit this Add Level button, or I can hit Alt A. It's not really a big deal to use your mouse in this box. I actually think it's more efficient than using keyboard shortcuts. So I can go over here, and let's say that I first want to sort by my investors so that I can split this data into the 5 different banks that are in my data set. And then after investor, maybe I want to look at the deal size. So now I can see the largest deals for each of my investor. In order to do that, I'm going to switch this from smallest to largest to smallest. And so when I hit enter, this is going to first sort my data by the investor, and then within each investor, it's going to sort it from largest to smallest deal size. So let's hit OK, and you'll see that my investors are sorted in alphabetical order, starting with Bank of America because the first letter is a B, and then within that, I have Bank of America's largest deals at 2.6 billion, and moving down to their smaller deals. And then once I get to the very bottom of this, you'll see that I switch to Deutsche Bank that starts with a D, and as I move down, Goldman Sachs, and so on. But what if you have a horizontal data set like you see here and you need to sort it? If I hit Alt, H, S, U, you'll notice this Options button in the top. If I hold Alt and hit O, I have the option to make my sorting case sensitive, but more importantly below that I have the option to change the orientation of my data. To make my sorting horizontal, I need to select this Sort Left to Right option, and you'll notice that the L is underlined, so I can hold Alt and hit L to select that option, and then hit Enter. And now you'll notice that the word column has changed to the word row, so I can go here and sort by the different rows. You'll notice that one thing that I lose here is that Excel does not automatically populate my row headers, so I can choose to sort by, let's say, my investor in row 2, and hit OK. And another problem now is that my row headers have now been mixed in. Excel doesn't distinguish between the row headers in my firstmost column and the rest of my data, so now weirdly all of my row headers have moved to column G. The way that you prevent that is by just selecting the data that you want to sort first, and then hit Alt, H, S, U, and you'll see that Excel automatically wants to sort vertically, so I'll hold Alt and hit O, and then I'll hold Alt and hit L to change to left to right. And now the word column has changed to row. I can go over here and I can choose to sort by row 2, which is my investor row. And now my data is horizontally sorted. So using the sort function can definitely be a useful way to start wrapping your head around your data and getting a sense for what's in there and some of the relationships that you might be able to look into.